Hey, Chiefs Kingdom, Raiders week is upon us once again, which means we're going to do a preview for this matchup coming up in just a moment. But first, I've challenged Mitchell Renz for a second time to beat him in new subscribers this week. He, of course, runs the Raiders Report here at Chat Sports. They've got an early lead on us. We only have 12 new subscribers so far this week. They already have 55. Help us out. Subscribe to the channel. Let's beat the Raiders off the field. That'll help us beat them on the field as well. YouTube.com/ChiefsTV. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for free daily videos. And with that being said, let's get into this preview against the Raiders. You're watching the Chiefs Report. I'm your host, as always, Harrison Graham, set to preview this Week 14 matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs, with the Raiders coming to Arrowhead Stadium, bringing a 6-6 record. They lost to Washington last week. Chiefs sitting at 8-4 atop the AFC West, playing better, but still some areas they can certainly play better in, especially on offense. Chiefs open as about a 10-point favorite here, with the over-under set at 48.5 points. This, of course, going to be a 1 o'clock kickoff, 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 Central Time, in Kansas City, Missouri. So let's kind of take a look at how these teams are trending here. The Chiefs' last 5 weeks, great. They've won 4 games, and they've won 5 in a row if you go back to Week 8 as well. But 5 straight wins for Kansas City, coming off that 22-9 win over the Broncos, beat the Cowboys, Raiders, Packers, and then the Giants before that. After a 3-4 start, sit at 8-4. The Raiders kind of trending in the other direction. That I don't know why that says 15-15. Producer Jack, I'll go ahead and slap him for that one. They lost 17-15 in that matchup. That might have been my typo, actually. They lost. That's the point. They beat the Cowboys somehow, but then they lost the Bengals. Chiefs, of course, crushed them, and then the Giants lost them as well. So ignore that typo. That's my fault. The point is, both teams going in opposite directions, okay? Chiefs, trending well. 5 straight victories. Raiders, they've lost 4 or 5, back to 500. This kind of feels like the Raiders' final chance if they want to have a chance in the AFC West. But come on, Chiefs can't let that happen. There's no doubt about that. Predict the score for us. Raiders, Chiefs, Arrowhead Stadium. Let's ride. Who's going to win this matchup on Sunday afternoon? We'll make this the pinned comment on today's video, so let us know who you think is going to win, what the final score is going to be, and after this YouTube ad break, we'll break down more of this matchup and some more storylines heading into this one. I think we got to start talking more and more about the playoff picture in the AFC and where the Chiefs kind of figure into this as we move forward here with 5 weeks to go. Patriots beat the Bills in that just crazy wind affair on Monday Night Football, so they're atop the AFC with 7 straight victories. Titans and Ravens and Chiefs all at 8-4. Tennessee and Baltimore beat Kansas City head-to-head, so that's why the Chiefs currently sit in the 4 seed. If the playoffs started today, they would face the Chargers in the first round, who, of course, the Chiefs will play in a few weeks. Bengals at 7-5 in the 6th seed, and Buffalo, guys, they could miss the playoffs. They play Tampa Bay this week. They could fall to 7-6, which, hey, if the Chiefs don't have to worry about Buffalo, I think that's a very, very good thing. And then, of course, you look at the division. You win the division, you're guaranteed a top 4 seed. Chiefs sitting there at 8-4, Chargers 7-5, Raiders and the Broncos at 6-6, looking to kind of catch up to Kansas City. But come on, it's time to eliminate the Raiders. You beat the Raiders this week, they're done. Stick a fork in them. That would be 7 losses in 10 games after a 3-0 start. They fall to 6-7, they're done, especially in the division. So if you're Kansas City, that's got to be the focus. Knock the Raiders out. Don't even crack that door slightly open. You lose the Raiders, you're only a game up on them. You're 8-5, they're 7-6. So you win this game, you lock in, you focus. And by the way, Raiders beat the Chiefs last year at Arrowhead Stadium. Can't let it happen again. Beat the Raiders on Sunday afternoon. More to preview when it comes to this matchup, but BetUS is the place to go if you want to bet on this matchup. I made money betting on the Chiefs last week, laid $20 down, won 20, my initial 20 back, and about 20 more because it was even odds at -9.5 over Denver. Shout out Dan Sorensen. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. That is the link you must go to take advantage of our promo deal and to get a free NFL jersey. Our jersey giveaway is back now that the holidays are around the corner. So, follow these steps. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Plug in that promo code Chiefs125. You must sign up and deposit a minimum of $100. You'll get $125 for free. Then all you got to do is place a bet on any game for any amount. Just lay $5 on the Chiefs, lay $5 on an NBA game. It doesn't matter. Once you do that, email us, jersey@chatsports, and just let us know, hey, looking for the BetUS jersey deal. Once we confirm your account got going and that you placed a bet, we will go ahead and hook you guys up with a brand new Chiefs jersey. Got the red ones in stock. Mahomes, Kelce, a couple others might be available, but these for sure are in stock for you guys. Email us, jersey@chatsports.com, but it all starts by going to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet and plugging in that promo code Chiefs125. Okay, let's talk about the injury report. Pretty thin for Kansas City right now. Lucas Niang been dealing with those ribs. We'll see if this is the week he comes back. Rashad Fenton missed last week with that knee injury. Hopefully he can play because he's become a really reliable cornerback this year. Kyle Long was activated from the PUP list, but he was inactive. Maybe he's still dealing with a bit of a leg issue. We'll see if Mike Rimmers returns from IR this week, but I tend to doubt it. Hopefully Fenton plays. I think that's the key one for Kansas City because Andrew Wiley's held up at right tackle fine. He's certainly not great, but I think you can get by with him over there. But Fenton is a guy you want out there because Mike Hughes, DeAndre Baker. Shout out Baker, made a couple nice plays this week, but you want Fenton out there. He's a better player than DeAndre Baker. I don't think there's any doubt about that. So hopefully he's able to go in a critical AFC West matchup. Will Rashad Fenton play this week? Type Y for yes, type in for no. Let us know what you think in the comments. I hope so. I'd guess it's about 50-50. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out. Okay, Raiders injury report. It's a little heavier. There's a couple other guys as well, but I want to focus on these 5. Darren Waller, knee and back issue. It's obviously a big one. More on him in a second. Carl Nassib dealing with the knee. Trayvon Mullen's been on IR, but he returned to practice last week. Maybe he plays this week. That would be a big boost for that Raiders secondary. Nick Kwiatkowski with an ankle, then Denzel Perriman with an ankle as well. A lot of linebackers banged up. Also, Corey Littleton's dealing with the stinger at linebacker, so 3 of their higher linebackers are banged up at the moment. Waller's the guy to watch out for, though, because if he's out there, that Raiders offense is much better with him. If he's not, they don't have any guys that really scare me on that entire offense. Obviously, Josh Jacobs is a capable tailback, but we all know Henry Ruggs is no longer in the mix. I mean, Zay Jones, Deshaun Jackson can beat you over the top, I guess, occasionally. But if Waller's out, then I think that's a big problem for the Raiders and obviously advantage Chiefs. We'll see if he ends up playing. Talk to my guy Mitch, again, subscribe so we can beat him in new subs this week. He thinks there's a good chance Waller will play, so we'll see how that shakes out. All right, those are the injury reports as we sit here on Tuesday. Let's talk some keys to victory, and then we'll sign off here. Number 1, attention to detail on offense. I think this is really important. The Chiefs continue to make minor mistakes on offense, and it's making a big difference. If you make several small mistakes, you're going to have a big problem. Cut this stuff out. Catch the football. Mahomes, just make the easy throw sometimes. Penalties on first down. No more holds. Like, too many holdings on first down to get you to 1st and 20. Hard to recover from that. Clean that stuff up. It's not going to be perfect, but if you cut out, half of the mistakes you're making now, it's going to make a big difference. Chiefs are 13th in scoring offense right now. That's not good enough for how talented this group is. This should be a top 5 scoring offense every single year. So cut out the small mistakes. Let's get that paper, baby. Let's score 30-plus points, just like they did against the Raiders a few weeks ago when they scored 41. Number 2, stop the run. Again, I don't think the Raiders have a lot of weapons that scare me on the outside. We'll see about Waller. Sure, Deshaun Jackson, you could hit him deep a couple of times. But in general, that passing game has struggled recently for Las Vegas. So key in on Josh Jacobs. Make sure he doesn't beat you. The Chiefs' run defense did struggle a bit against Denver. Now, I'm not going to criticize a defense that only gave up 9 points, and 6 of those were in the final 5 minutes. But it's just a fact. Javonte Williams was able to have his way a little bit against Kansas City, and Josh Jacobs is certainly capable of rushing for 100 yards. Can't let him do it. Can't let the Raiders dictate this game on the ground. So contain the run, and then see if these weapons can beat you in the secondary. I don't really think they can, especially not consistently. So slow down that running attack, and you should be in good shape. And then number 3. Your 3 stars need to ball out. Who are your 3 stars? On offense, at least. Patrick Mahomes, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. All 3 pretty quiet last week against Denver. Let's go. Let's ride. Let's get these guys going. Let's get Mahomes back on track. He had that great game against the Raiders a few weeks ago, but last couple of games kind of has reverted back to just a little inconsistent play. Tyreek and Kelce were both very quiet against Denver. Now, every game dictates different things. You can win in different ways, which is what we talked about in our post-game show after that Broncos win. But you get these guys going. Travis Kelce historically just torches the Raiders. Let's make it happen. Let's get these three superstars on track, and let's make a push for that number 1 seed in the AFC. So we asked you once, we'll ask you again. Predict the score. Raiders, Chiefs, down in the comments. Let us know who you think is going to win this one and what the final score will be. This will be the pinned comment, so you can reply right there. My prediction, Chiefs win at 31-17. They're not going to mess around. This is an opportunity to bury a team who's lost 4 of 5. You win this one, they fall to 6-7. We know what the Raiders do this time of year. They fold. They fold in the month of December. That's been their MO. That's what it was under John Gruden. It's already begun this year in the month of November under Rich Bisaccia after Gruden got let go. Chiefs beat the Raiders 31-17, and hey, they improved to 9-4 as they continue to chase that number 1 seed.